Welcome to the Performance Enhancing Podcast. It's like steroids for your brain. A podcast for people looking to live life at their peak potential. Chock full of real-world tools and knowledge that you can apply in your life today. By providing you with a lens into the lives, beliefs, practices, and actions of those who are already living extraordinary lives, the Performance Enhancing Podcast will help you shift your mindset or create that change in your daily rituals and habits so you can explode with success in the areas of life that are most important to you. So get ready for another dose of Performance Enhancing Podcast with SatoriPrime. Here's your host, Ilan Ferdman.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Performance Enhancing Podcast with your host, Ilan Ferdman. Again, my apologies for my crazy sounding voice today, but my nose is completely stuffed that I'm barely breathing, but still here nonetheless. So anyway, this is going to be part 2 of my interview with Stuart Ross, the one that I stole him from a mastermind and sat him down in the chair and asked him about what it was like to find high ticket sales and how it's changing lives and how six-figure mentors are changing lives. So if you haven't listened to part 1, I highly recommend you do that because the background story of how he actually came to creating something like Six-Figure Mentors is very, very interesting. In this one, we look at how, you know that line, see a need, fill a need? Well, what I kind of learned from Stuart this go around was see a need, have the skills to fulfill on something, and then fill a need, right? When you get those tools, it's much easier to actually fulfill once you see those needs. We look at how to properly start something from scratch by actually using a proven blueprint. And then the most important thing of high ticket sales is how a high customer value can give you a massive advantage when you're marketing by give you a very large margin of error where you can still make money. Versus selling a $50 or $100 or $200 product. If you're selling something that you can earn $8,000 on, you can then spend even $4,000 to earn that and still be doubling your money. So enjoy this one where we talk a lot about more of the strategy, the blueprint, etc. And as always, if you want to check this out, just check the resource guide or below this video. The link is sixfigurementors.co, sixfigurementors.co, and you can find out all the information and get those 7 free videos of Stuart, and that's how we found him. So enjoy part 2, and we'll talk real soon.
Okay. Because what happened was I was doing a lot of direct selling. I was taking calls. Okay. And, you know, as a real estate agent, which is what I was pretty good on the phone. I knew how to sell, and I could handle objections and I could make sales. And I was used to, you know, bigger commissions as a real estate agent. So I wasn't kind of scared of success, if that makes sense. Yeah. So for me, I kind of went into it and I got very involved. What I found, though, is that I was referring people that obviously were wanting the product, and a percentage of those people wanted to refer others as well for the income. And they just weren't duplicating what I was doing.
Yeah. Well, you probably came to it from an understanding of what you had done before.
Yeah. It was really more like of a bit of a double whammy. Is that a word you guys use?
No, I've never heard that term.
I don't know. You know, it kind of came down to 2 things.
Okay.
It came down to the fact that I had done affiliate marketing. I knew how to market online and get customers, which is kind of the lifeblood of any business.
Yeah.
And my real estate experience, I knew how to sort of speak on the phone and sell things, close deals, that kind of thing. But a lot of people that were coming to me saying, hey, you know, I bought this product line, it's awesome, I want to sell it. They just, I felt, had very little foundations or knowledge to sort of marry up the two. Often I'd find somebody had done affiliate marketing before but had no sales experience. Often I'd find people who had some sales experience that had sort of never done any marketing online. And often I'd find people that really had none of those kind of skills. And it was just, the realization for me is just such a steep learning curve for someone in that situation, especially when you're like working around a job or you've got kids and you're part-time. So the funny thing is that what ended up happening is that led me to start exploring on the internet for something that would assist individuals to be able to market on the internet. So I was thinking, hang on, here's another kind of product line I could be selling.
Interesting.
You know, could I find, you know, ebooks and trainings and videos and courses to assist me with my teachings to help people build a business on the internet?
Yep.
And that's really when I first ventured into really creating my own stuff, because I had this vision of like creating my own trainings, which I started doing at first for free. What I did is I created a training website which I gave to individuals and said, look, if you buy this product line and you're interested in being a reseller as well, log into this website and learn to do what I do.
Interesting.
And on top of that, I found another direct sales opportunity, and that direct sales opportunity actually taught people online marketing as part of their package.
Interesting.
So I suddenly had another product line. I spent about $10,000 on this online marketing coaching company to get their top product. Funny enough, which was called Platinum as well.
That's really funny.
Which is why we got a product line here.
You know what? I just want to mention that something that I don't think people quite understand, and this marries with high ticket, is a lot of people, especially in the low tier affiliate stuff, are always looking for more customers. What Stuart did and what you taught us to do is not bring in more customers, but earn more from every customer. Increase your customer value. You do a lot less work for a lot more money.
And it also encourages you to attract like the ideal customers for what you're selling, and you end up just loving your business because you're sort of surrounded by people who are buying the types of products you are interested in, products that you have knowledge about, because of course you've probably gone through them yourself, and it just kind of just makes everything work really, really well.
So I have a follow-up question because you just brought up the point. Like, who is this model for? Who are people that we now get to work with that get value from going from point from A to B fast, and are also looking to raise their income, I guess, by reselling this? Who are these people?
So I'm going to be real sort of honest, like with the direct sales business model, who it's for, because, you know, I don't like to beat around the bushes. So straight out the gate, it's not for everyone. It absolutely is not for everyone. First of all, it's not for people who are limited in their mindset around investing.
Absolutely.
And I'm talking in really a few areas, one being investing time. And that goes for really any business. I think every business you have to be serious about the amount of time you're going to invest. You know, one of the beautiful things about the business model we teach at SFM, and it's probably somewhere we should really share this video, is that we really do give them a step-by-step system that can be done like an hour or two a day. So yes, there's a consistent time commitment required, but we've actually designed the business model for someone who, yes, is going to commit that time and invest that time, but not to the levels of you would normally expect with starting a business from scratch.
Well, I think when you start a business from scratch, you tend to do a lot of worthless work. That doesn't actually provide you anything. Here, we're saying, do this, then this, then this, then this. So your efforts, even though shortened, are actually doing the right things that get you the result.
Well, this is how SFM was born in the first place. It was 2010. And I had created this membership site, which I decided to rebrand to the Six Figure Mentors. And the reason I branded it as the Six Figure Mentors is I had coached at that time about a dozen individuals to the point of them earning six figures on the internet. And I agreed with them to come in collectively and start teaching other people. So it was like, that's where the whole idea came from in the first place.
I can attest, he's pretty good at it.
So, I mean, there you go. There's some history for you. So it kind of was born as, you know, out of a requirement to help my students who are purchasing different products out there. But going back to what, you know, the important point of who's this for, it's for people, first of all, are serious about investing time, treating it like a business. But it's also for people who are prepared to invest some capital. You know, when you look at different business models out there, if you're starting something from scratch in the high street and you need retail and stock and a store, you're talking into the six figures. Most of the franchises that offer six-figure income potential, you're talking about six-figure startup. You know,
easily.
You know, I see people, and I've got students who have gone out and spent 150, 200, 250,000, sometimes more, usually borrowed money to start a franchise because they like this idea of a proven business model. A lot of good things with franchises. But what's often happened is 2, 3, 4 years down the line, they're now sort of making some money, quite often breaking even at like year 2 or 3, starting to make some money. They actually realize that they've kind of bought themselves a job. You know, so it's like, oh, you know, I can have my own business, but I'm still reporting to the franchisors. I'm still like following their systems. I'm still in this situation where, you know, I have to work, you know, quite often in often a business that they don't really feel passionate about. You know,
they thought it was going to be a cash cow, and now it's a work.
Absolutely. And a lot of people think like, I'll start a franchise business that's proven and it's in this niche or this industry. And, you know, by the time they're actually making any reasonable money, they realize that it's not really that different to having a job. You know, you're still kind of tied to it. So anyway, the idea of direct selling is that you really are someone who's got to be invested. You're going to have to invest time in your education, in building your business, in your products and services that you're buying. there are potentially affiliate programs out there. I don't really know any these days because I don't follow it. I just focus on my company and my students. But there probably are affiliate programs out there that pay $500, maybe $700, maybe even $1,000 for a sale. But they're not going to be product lines that usually you're going to be invested in because they're so limiting. Like the type of stuff that it's often is in like referring leads to insurance companies, reclaim companies, and the only other way to really have high ticket products in an area that you're sort of invested in is to build them yourself. Okay.
Which is super expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive. It takes a lot of experience. It's a lot of
How
hard
big is
work.
your team?
Well, we have like 38 on payroll, and then we have another like 60 people that we reach out and outsource, and then we have another team who works with us, and she manages 200,000 outsourcers.
So that's what I'm saying. It's
So
like just to implement and fulfill on a high ticket item where people expect.
Yeah.
If you're buying the Rolls Royce of the industry, you expect the Rolls Royce service.
Yeah.
And to do that, I remember when we were doing the math back in napkin stuff, it was just impossible.
Yeah.
Impossible to build on our own.
Hey guys, I just want to take a quick break here and let you know about our 10-day challenge. All you have to do is head over to SatoriPrime.com/10day, the number 10 day. And in it, we give you a 10-part video series that is absolutely changing lives, and it's completely free. It's a mindset shift in what is possible for you in your life right now. So I just want to read to you what someone has just written me. And they said, what did the 10-day challenge create for me? In summary, a plan of action. A man with a goal and a plan is unstoppable. Your 10-day challenge allowed me to take all that confusion and fear of my situation and see it was a period of transition. I have a plan. I've taken action and I'm implementing. Success is just over the horizon. And that could be the case for you. So head over to SatoriPrime.com/10day, the number 10 day, and grab your 10 free videos today and create a plan of success for you. Now back to the episode.
Yeah, no, seriously challenging. And, having been there, I can tell you that it's very fulfilling and rewarding. Creating your own product, it really is. In fact, it's probably one of the most fulfilling things I've ever done, if not. But it's a certain stage in your career, if you like, that time comes.
Yeah.
So that's why I said earlier, I think direct selling it's a bit like a lifeline, and it's an opportunity rolled in one. Like you can start straight away. Our SFM students can start selling our company's Digital Experts Academy product line and earn high ticket commissions for making those referrals to those products, along with other software products and residual income and everything else. But here we're kind of focusing on the high ticket element.
Up to how much today?
Say that again, sorry?
Up to how much today can you earn for a single sale?
It's close to $10,000.
One sale.
Yeah.
One. And I'm this is the key takeaway that I remember for me was just monumental. There's no more work to get a $10,000 commission when you do things right than there was to earn a $50 or $100 commission.
Yeah.
It was literally doing the same amount of stuff.
Yeah. And
that is just crazy to me.
It's why we designed the business model that we've done here. Is what we wanted to create was a way that you could focus on selling something that you would perceive, the average person would perceive as being very straightforward. For us, we have low entry products, whether it be a $30 application pack, a website building system, some sort of software, some sort of WordPress plugin, for those of you who might know WordPress. We have lots of sort of low entry things that our affiliates can focus on selling.
Yeah.
But once you refer that customer to SFM, we have a whole product line on the back end where you can potentially, depending on the type of business model that you want to build and how invested you are, go and earn, like I said, up to $10,000 a sale. If you look at all of our multiple six-figure affiliates in our company, they will all tell you that they make 80% of their money on our high-ticket product line.
Oh, yeah.
It's where the money is to be made.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And another key point, and this is more for people that might have tried doing stuff on the internet in the past, the most powerful thing about having an extremely high customer value and profitability for customer acquisition is that you can afford to advertise on any platform and you can justify it. See, one of the problems with affiliate marketing is it's expensive to advertise.
Yeah.
If you're starting off with a budget of say $100, $200 a month, and you're going out there and you're trying to scale up selling ebooks, It's not very easy.
No, harder today than ever.
Yeah, absolutely. Whereas if you're sort of spending, so let's say your first budget is like $100, $200 a month, it might take a bit of time to sort of really get the mastery on customer acquisition. But once you do, imagine like your first customer going on and spending $20,000, $30,000.
Which has happened to a lot of people downstairs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then having like thousands of dollars referral commission coming to you that you can invest back in your business. And that's another thing that I'll say, direct selling is for people who are absolutely committed to investing back in their business. And I have a plan, and we're going to share this with you, to how to aggressively reinvest your profits once you're actually, going out there and making these kind of sales so that you can scale up. And that's how we've been able to get people leaving their jobs within 6 months, 12 months, and including people who are needing to really replace a very significant income.
Yep.
And honestly, I'm quite emotional about it all, because every week we're getting, mums who are like finally being able to stay at home with their kids. We've got mums who are retiring their husbands. We had a situation of that last week. A lady in our community, I won't say who, I'll keep it confidential, but no doubt a lot of our members in the community will know who I'm talking about here. But she recently shared a story of the community where she's just retired her husband from a job he hates. Absolutely hates. How good is that? It's
the coolest thing. I just want to go back to one thing that you said about marketing, because obviously that's our strength now. Higher priced items give you just a wider margin of error. Mm-hmm. So if you're earning, say, $50 for every $97, info product you sell, that means that you have to spend below $50 to earn that customer in order to make money. So say it costs you $25, then you doubled your money. But think about how many $25 commissions you would need to make the kind of money that you want, right? So if it's, say you want to make $1,000, that's 40 of these sales. Mm-hmm. Whereas here, I could spend even $500 to acquire a single customer, but that $500 can bring me 10.
Yeah.
Right? So I can spend more to acquire the customer. Mm-hmm. So now I can compete, like you said, in arenas that normally I probably wouldn't be able to. And that just makes the marketing part easy.
Mm-hmm. And the crazy thing is with this type of business model is we can outspend the huge corporations even.
Oh, yeah.
Because we know how to market, and we also have much higher customer value than, the likes of the big brand names out there. So the security that comes with that is huge. Knowing that you can afford to advertise on any platform. A lot of people say to me all the time, I don't have a clue how to market on the internet. I haven't got a clue where I'd even start. The important thing for you to understand, and this is for those of you who are SFM students, is that we're going to teach you to do exactly what we do. Yep. We're going to show you how we market online. We're going to show you the platforms that we use. We're going to show you the kind of money that we spend. We're going to advise you based on the product lines that you want to sell and the type of income you want to make, how that's going to have to work. We create a blueprint for our members, a business plan for our members that enable them to do that. And what I really think is cool about the ethos of what we do is our goal, our sole objective is to teach our students to become financially independent and self-sufficient. Yep. The key thing here is self-sufficient. We're going to teach you to earn while you learn. Yep. And the education that you're going to be getting with us through most of our product lines, our companies, Digital Experts Academy, Digital Business Lounge, of course our community, the Six Figure Mentors, most of our stuff that we're creating is to provide education around succeeding in the digital world.
Now.
Yeah,
that's a key factor, because
absolutely.
I remember when I was learning, like you said, you go on YouTube, okay, so if a video was even today about, say, Facebook marketing was posted 6 months ago, it's no longer valid. It's done. So you're going to learn things that are working today, not things that worked 3 years ago, which I found to be a huge problem with a lot of the trainers.
No, absolutely. And look, I've got to be honest with you, I've got to get back downstairs. But I'm going to wrap this up with something I just want to share with you.
Please.
Not only have we changed, the likes of Guy and Ilan's life with SatoriPrime, I'm even proud of the fact these guys have done exactly the same. They've been generous enough to not only share the knowledge we've given them, but have gone on to continue to share knowledge. This is the type of leadership that we have in our company, the type of people who will interrupt one of our platinum workshops.
Was it worth it?
To get information to you guys. And hopefully that does give you some kind of idea of how we do things. I'm not mad at him. Wait till the cameras are off. Honestly, this is why I love our community so much. Like the bold moves just to provide value, to change lives. That's why you're sat there right now.
Look, for me, it was a gamble. I'm glad you said yes and spent as much time as you did with us. I think for a lot of people, there's going to be some pretty eye-opening stuff.
Yeah.
And
I'll say this, as a member of SFM, like the blueprint module, we're going to really run through everything that you need to know to actually put this into action. This is obviously great that we can, I don't know what you're planning to do with this, but maybe we'll borrow it ourselves.
Yeah, sure. Listen,
but it's something that we're going to really give you a plan for. It's not something that's just, theory or some sort of idea we've plucked out. This is something that we do day in, day out. We've sold well over $100 million of products on the internet, along with our leaders. And, we're going to teach you how to have your own piece of that pie. So Ilan,
awesome. That was so great. Thank you so much.
Great to have got this video done with you.
Awesome. And for anyone that's not in SFM, what I'll do is I'll leave a link on this page to the 7-day video series, which is how we found Stuart and how we found out about this online digital world and how you can help. So I'll just leave the link on this page. If you're interested in not in SFM, click on that link, grab those 7 free videos, amazing information, and make the choice for yourself, guys. There's a world out there that is just waiting. There's very few people who know about this. And you could be part of that revolution. So thanks again.
No worries.
And I'll see you downstairs.
Over and out. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So again, guys, if you want to check this out and get those free 7 videos that Stuart has put together for you, all you have to do is go to sixfigurementors.co, and you can sign up there and get those 7 free videos. That's how we got started. But hopefully you guys are starting to see what a game changer high-ticket sales are, right? Like I said in the beginning, the ability to be able to outspend on marketing to acquire a customer. Perry Belcher said this great line. He said, "He who can spend the most money to acquire a customer will always win." So if you're capped at $50 to spend, and I can go up to $500 and I can still make money, I can outspend you. I can get the better sources of traffic. I can play where you can't in order to do that. So that's why this gives us such a massive, massive advantage and gives us the ability to generate returns of 200 plus ROI every single month. Compounded, those numbers are absolutely insane. So again, I highly encourage you, if you're just in a job that you hate, if you've been looking for what's next, if you kind of have this feeling that your job security isn't really there, just head over to this link, sixfigurementors.co, check it out. And if you have any questions, as always, you can just email me directly, Ilan, I-L-A-N, @SatoriPrime.com. Looking forward to connecting with all of you guys. Have an amazing, amazing day.
Thank you for joining us on this week's Performance Enhancing Podcast. We've taken this pep talk and created a custom action guide so you know exactly what action steps to take now to grow your business. Just head over to SatoriPrime.com/podcast and download it for free. Also, please leave a comment and rate this podcast on iTunes. It'll help us get the word out. Thanks for listening. Now, go and implement. We'll see you next time.
Did you run through doors till you hit the floor? Did you read my eyes and my aching thoughts? Did you walk through walls till you had to grow? Oh my God, you're smart, my soundless chord.